Mikey Varas. We'll start with questions in English, followed by questions in Spanish, so we can start again in the front row, please.
Congratulations, Mikey, to you and the squad for bringing a victory here playoffs to San Diego. Could you go ahead and talk to me through a game with complementing play styles and how your team was able to find those margins and be successful tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we knew it was always going to be a big test in terms of creating enough big chances because they're a well-coached team and they defend that low block really, really well. But we worked on a few things that I think the boys executed really well, and what I felt was that it was coming. That's what I felt. Even though last time we played them, I think we created many more big chances early on, but I felt the dam cracking little by little. And that's what we told them at halftime. And what it takes in these kind of games is equal parts urgency and composure. So playing fast and playing urgent, but at the same time, being composed, not losing your head, and just trusting that it's going to happen.
And could you take me through two plays, one with Ian Pilcher getting that goal line clearance, as well as the goal with the assist by Corey Barrett?
Yeah, I think it's the two things together are a perfect example of what it means to be an AND team. You know, I get it. Yeah, we play good football, but this narrative that the other team is the more blue-collar team, harder-working team, this is garbage. This club is founded on hard work, intensity, relentless ambition, just like the community. Because there's so many people in San Diego who have to make massive sacrifices and work so hard to live here. And we said we wanted to be a reflection, that's our base. Then the football flows from there. So I think it's just a perfect example of a guy willing to do whatever it takes to keep that ball out of the ball. That ball should go in the net. 99% of teams, that exact play happens, there's a ball. And this guy didn't give up on it. And then the other two combining for the goal in a beautiful way, just trusting that if they keep finding these passes and keep finding these connections that it would come. It's fantastic.
Hey Mikey, congratulations. I'm just gonna, it does work. After you score, they have to go forward. They've got to push it, and especially in the last 2 minutes, they're pushing quite a bit and getting into your box. Talk a little bit about the work that you guys had to do within that to keep them from turning it into something.
Again, you play against a very well-coached team, very clear in their identity, very good in the direct play. So you better be ready to make plays in both boxes. And our guys were up for that challenge today. And I think you saw in all of those set pieces that each guy in that zone wanted to be the one who made the play. And that hunger is massively important.
Your thoughts on Vancouver?
Right now, it's about having this mini moment to recognize the fact that these guys continue to write history. Because nobody can take that performance away against a very, very good team. The next game will be completely different. And our focus will be on recovery, the 2 to 3 most important points for that game, and then going out there and just playing as hard as we possibly can.
Mike, can you talk about the incident that happened at halftime with the opposing manager?
No, it was nothing. He's a fantastic coach, very, very respectful person, and I have a lot of respect for him. Nothing matter.
We'll go back with Derek Tillerson.
Hey, Coach, congratulations. You mentioned the team continues to rewrite history. When you started this way back in February, or even before that, putting the team together, what would your measure of success have been in that moment, and how far have you exceeded that at this point?
The measure of success is how you approach every single day. And we said we were here to win, but how we won and who we won with mattered. And we said training matters. And we said we wanted to be a team that was brave to play under pressure, and a team that was relentless to press. That was our only measuring stick. How we approached that ambition every single day. Then you let life take care of the rest. But we feel that if you do that to your best, and everybody commits to it, not one person, not two people, not the coach, not the sporting director, not just person, everybody united, the fans, the players, leadership, then you always give yourself a chance of doing something special with zero guarantees. And that's what we're writing right now.
Any other questions in English? We'll break it.
Hi Mikey, congratulations on the win. Can you please reflect on the atmosphere tonight?
This place is electric. Like I said, the Frontera SD is setting the tone for the league because it is electric, and now the rest of the fans are starting to follow suit in letting Frontera lead and then following their lead. And it will be, and that's when the things are going good and when the things are not going good. In las buenas y en las malas, I always feel that they are with us 1,000,000%. And that's only going to grow. I see them making waves in world football sooner rather than later.
I'll wait back with
Mikey, two questions, but kind of the same. It felt like everyone lost their little mind on both the Pilcher and when Dreyer scores. When Pilcher is able to put in that effort like that, and on top of that, when Corey's just able to save that ball from going out and dish it back to Dreyer on an insane pass, what's your reaction on the sideline as it all unfolds?
I celebrate because these are the margins. And when you have guys who are willing to stretch themselves to the limit to make a play in the margins, then you know you have a special group.
Over here on this side.
Sorry. Congratulations for your pass to the final conference. Just a quick question. How do you feel and how did you know the teams feel to make history in this first season in SanDiego.FC? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, whenever you have to celebrate the small victories, and I think every step of the way these guys keep pushing what it means to write the opening season of SanDiego.FC's history, and everybody is feels very proud because they know they've done the work. They know they've done the work, 11 months of work starting from zero to get to this point. At the same time, it's about now what? We all know that we wake up tomorrow and it's about recovery and about getting ready for the next one in a quick turnaround.
Any other questions in English? Here in the front row.
Hey Coach, congrats on the win. What did you make of Pablo Sisniega's performance in the past two games? 2 playoff starts, 2 shutouts.
Yeah, I mean, he put up fireman type of performance, which is what you want from your goalkeeper. Number one responsibility, make big saves and be a big presence in the goal. And he did that with flying colors.
All right, now we'll take questions in Spanish. If you have a question, raise your hand. Here with Yamane.
Buenas noches, Mikey, Germán Meneses de Destino Deportivo. Bueno, hablábamos de toda una temporada del equipo de expansión. Hoy, ya que se encuentra en la final de conferencia, ¿qué le dice y cuál es ese mensaje también para la MLS del llamado equipo de expansión?
No, el mensaje interno es lo más importante y lo que hemos dicho a los chicos es, hoy mostraron qué significa ser un equipo definido por la palabra ahí. Un equipo que jugó con mucha creatividad, mucho coraje para jugar con el balón, pero también garra, ánimo para hacer lo que se necesita para ganar un partido contra un rival complicado. Ese fue el primer mensaje. El segundo mensaje es ¿ahora qué? Porque mañana nos levantamos para una semana corta para jugar otro final y nosotros queremos más.
Vamos con
Mikey Varas, preguntar también en el aspecto de lo que es los momentos de los partidos. Hubo 2 jugadas cruciales donde parecía que el equipo de Minnesota, probablemente sin merecerlo, podría haber anotado, podría irse adelante en el marcador. Sin embargo, aparecen futbolistas que han tenido una temporada excepcional, todo el equipo obviamente, y cómo trabaja en este caso Mikey Varas para que mentalmente el grupo se vuelva fuerte y al final pueda quedarse con un partido tan difícil.
No, estas jugadas aparecen por el trabajo que se han hecho por 11 meses, no por decidir de hacerlo hoy. Estos partidos ya se han preparado para ganar o perder hace mucho tiempo y estos 2 chicos que han llegado a hacer estas jugadas son ejemplos total de gente que son buena gente, pero que también tienen una mente muy abierta para aprender y compiten como guerreros.
Ashley,
Mikey, de este lado, muchas felicidades por tu pase a la final.
¿Hay algo que no te sorprenda que haga Dreyer a estas alturas, que cada semana, cada partido, no importa el escenario, aparece este futbolista y por eso ha tenido los reconocimientos que tiene? Y también acerca de, en México se usa mucho la expresión de ganan, gustan y golean, ¿no? Y hoy tu equipo ganó, gustó, no goleó, pero porque se enfrentaron a una de las mejores defensas del campeonato. ¿Cómo mantener a este equipo en esta racha tan intensa, en este rendimiento tan alto, peleando al tú por tú contra equipos que llevan años, ¿no?, en la MLS? Y como tú dices, es un equipo que viene de 11 meses nada más de trabajo y parece que lleva años compitiendo en la Major League Soccer.
Exactamente. Yo creo que voy a responder a la segunda pregunta primero. Esto tiene que ver con el enfoque y el esfuerzo que se da todos los días. Nosotros hemos dicho, tenemos menos días para estar preparados. Le hemos dicho eso el primer día, porque los otros equipos tienen años y nosotros empezamos a hacer. Pero el 1 más 1 nunca suma a 2. Cuando 1 más 1 y das más esfuerzo, extra enfoque, tú puedes ir ganando días y ganando experiencia juntos. Los chicos han comprometido a eso. Y Anders es un jugadorazo, pero también es un tipazo, es un muy buen compañero y la verdad me debería sorprender, pero no me sorprende nada porque yo lo veo todos los días en el entrenamiento y él da siempre todo para su equipo y tiene mucho talento.
Últimas dos, Katia.
¿Qué tal, Mikey? Buenas noches. Hablas de la recompensa de los 11 meses de trabajo y una de esas recompensas es en esta instancia de los playoffs hoy poder estar recibiendo estos partidos en casa con el apoyo de la gente. ¿Qué tanto eso ha sido ese plus, el que no tienen que viajar, que están en esa familiaridad, sobre todo cuando es la primera postemporada de este equipo y que hoy van a recibir unas finales de conferencia para esta gente aquí?
Yo creo que, bueno, siempre es prioridad. Es fundamental para darte la mejor posibilidad. Ahora nosotros hemos metido la mentalidad que en casa o fuera de casa tenemos que jugar igual, tenemos que ir a ganar igual. Y es exactamente por esa mentalidad que los chicos mostraron todo el año, ganando tantos partidos fuera de casa, que nos dio este regalo de poder jugar los playoffs en casa. Pero es muy importante, a la misma vez tienes que estar preparado para lo que viene. Y si te toca jugar de fuera de casa, tienes que ganar igual.
Profe, aquí, preguntarle qué tiene este equipo, profe, porque veíamos al inicio del partido y 3 seleccionados nacionales decidió dejarlos en el banquillo. Y los que juegan lo hacen bien. Cody Beck estuvo batallando y da la asistencia. Quisiera preguntarle qué le ve al equipo más allá de los nombres en el plantel y pasa esta situación.
Un equipo definido por los valores que tenemos y la cultura que estamos creando todos los días. Y esa cultura es, primero y principal, ser buen profesional, buen compañero y buena gente. El segundo es estar muy abiertos para aprender, porque nosotros jugamos un estilo de juego que por ahí es diferente de donde venían. Y dar todo, competir todos los días. Y nosotros siempre armamos el equipo para ganar el partido. Gracias.
Midfielder Anders Dreyer. We'll go down here with Tony first.
Congratulations to Anders on the victory tonight and the goal as well. Can you go ahead and take me through the match and how difficult it was to break down Minnesota in those moments, and then take me through the goal with Corey being able to rescue that ball off a back heel?
Yeah, first of all, it was a tough game. After our last home game against Minnesota with a 3-1 loss, we knew it would be difficult today to break them down. When they stand in the 5-4-1, it's difficult, especially when they stand so low, and we want to combine in between lines, but there was not so much space, so we had to find that 1-2 moments where we could get in the box or get an opportunity to shoot on goal. And yeah, then of course a deep ball from Jeppe to Corey, who made a great run and an amazing backheel assist. And yeah, I just had one thing on my mind, was hitting it as hard as possible. So yeah, it went in and I'm happy, and 1-0 we are through, and that's amazing.
And then Jeppe mentioned that it was a little bit difficult to go out wide some of these plays because of the pitch conditions. Is that something that rings true to you after playing here at Snapdragon?
Yeah, it was not the greatest pitch, but it's same for both teams. Of course, the last game against Portland where we won 4-0, the pitch was amazing, and then 2 weeks later it was not as good. That's football, and that's the condition for that game. We couldn't change it. We knew it during the week that there would be a game on Saturday, and then we play Monday. So with some rain in San Diego, which is not often, then it made it not as good as we hoped.
I'm curious, after the goal celebration, you told something to Corey Baird in his ear. I'm curious, what was those words that you shared with him?
To be honest, I can't remember. I think it was maybe something like, what was that? It was amazing. What an assist, and I'm happy for Corey. That was brilliant.
And you came back early from your national team duty due to an illness. Did you feel 100% coming into this matchup?
I must say it's been maybe the hardest game, personally. Got sick, didn't feel well for 4 days, and first session was Friday. Lucky for me, we played Monday today. So I had like 2 or 3 sessions to get back on track and get in the rhythm again. So I will be honest and say today was difficult with like personally with my sickness during the week and a long travel to Europe and back. I think it's my 5th or 6th time traveling across the world. So yeah, it was tough this one, but I'm happy now that I can relax a little bit and look forward for Saturday.
Hey Anders, congratulations. I want to ask you about 2 defensive plays and Pilcher save off the line. Pablo slipping on the sand and still making that one-on-one stop. Those 2, and then just in general, the defensive effort as a whole, the way that you guys hold things together after going ahead and they're putting a lot of pressure on.
No, it's like amazing defensive actions from Ian, save it on the line and kicks it away, and of course Pablo getting out, avoiding a big chance for Minnesota. It's like you need things like that in playoff games, and I'm happy that they showed up like this, and even they also defensive line goalkeeper Pablo gets a clean sheet. It's so nice 2 times in a row now, and it's good. So I'm very happy for them.
Into the game, you guys have the SDFC thing going on. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to the players? In what ways does that connect you with that family?
No, that's amazing. Also before games, when they kick off, they do it, and atmosphere is just electric, and it's nice, and I can imagine as an away team coming here and feel that it's tough, and then of course to do it afterwards with the fans, that's nice, and that's something you really need to like live in the moment and be there, because it's so nice.
Anders, congratulations. You guys are the 2nd expansion team to ever reach the the conference finals in general in your first year. On a year of first, where does that rank for you personally?
It's nice. Now we're in the final in the West, and that's amazing for me. It's a big thing personally. This is games where it's fun to play, and I can't wait to play on Saturday at home. Hopefully the pitch is a little bit better, and then it will be a tough game.
And going back to your goal, it seemed like a broken play at first, but is that something you guys have just practiced, kind of storming the box and doing stuff like that?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's like when you play against a low 5 and 4 in the midfield, you have to try different things, and Corey, he made a brilliant run, and Jeppe with a good pass in behind, and even though the space was like small in behind, he managed to get there and put it in the box, and then that's just like we train it, and even when they're low, there's still some space, and you need to try to get there before to get a shot from the edge or something.
And then to play Vancouver on Saturday, led by Thomas Mueller, a guy who's been to the World Cup, won the whole thing. You know, just your thoughts on playing those guys?
It's gonna be nice. We played them twice this season, and it's been good games. So I'm just looking forward to it. It's gonna be nice, and yeah, I can't wait.
We'll go with Karthik.
Anders, if you could tell us what your sickness is without maybe being too graphic, what exactly were you going through your time after you didn't do the international duty stuff?
I think there was something going on in the camp in general. Some players got like sick, and for me, I was throwing up. It was not the best condition I was in. Sunday night, that was a tough one. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday headache, and then had to go with a flight and eat food on the plane. It's not the best way to recover from sickness, but I came here and the club knew it, and they took care of me. And then, like I said, Friday first session with the team, and led into Monday's game.
Going through Denmark's game.
Yeah.
And I asked this half jokingly, but kind of half serious, I think, at this point. Are you Superman? Are you just Anders Dreyer, or how does that go for you?
No, I'm just Anders Dreyer from Denmark. It will never change. So yeah, it's nice these moments, and that's why I started playing football, because I love to play in front of a lot of fans, and try to do my best to help the team with goals and assists. A goal today, but I'm still honest.
Last question, Derek.
Anders, for lack of a better phrase, how the hell did you sneak that ball on the short side against the goalie that good?
Yeah, I think when you don't think too much and you just shoot and you're inside the box, everything can happen. And I had a feeling when Corey made the back heel pass that I saw the defender was coming a little bit close, and I had the feeling like if I could get it around him or like a short corner, then it would have a chance. And then I had a very good feeling when I hit the ball, and then I saw it went in short corner. So it was amazing. Sometimes it's just about not think too much and just hit it. That helps.
Thank you, Tverskov. We can start right here in the front row.
Congratulations on the victory, Jeppe. Could you go ahead and walk me through a match that seemed to be very difficult, especially on the low block from Minnesota, is what they're known for, and how did you perceive this goal that ended up being the goal to win?
No, first of all, the pitch today was like, it was a big theme going in on the pitch. I think it's the worst day it's been for the season, and unfortunately there were American football game 2 days ago, and just to start that off, that made it way more difficult for us, because the condition and the amount of sand on the pitch made it difficult to get under the ball and move it quickly, which you need to do against a team like Minnesota. So obviously that made it more difficult for us, but I think our game plan was the same. We tried to overload on the side, we tried to play quick, get in behind them, be patient most of all, and luckily it ended up with a goal, with one of the things we have been talking a lot about, deep ball in behind, cut back and shot on the nearest post. So that was kind of the perfect practice goal, or whatever you can call that, we tried during the week.
And then what can you tell me as a captain, seeing these young players do plays just like Ian Pilcher did on that goal line clearance?
Yeah, it's the whole season has been so amazing in terms of young guys coming in. Haven't had big names played in other clubs around US or anywhere else, but they just perform from day one, and it's a big credit to the team, and especially to those guys also being so mature and just waiting on the chance. Ian is such a good guy. Like it's so well deserved that he's been playing a lot here lately, because he always works hard, and he's just been doing an amazing job, even though right back is not his favorite position.
Yeah, congratulations. The defensive effort all game long was outstanding, and we saw Pablo make that save where he slips on the sand, and in a situation where you need things to go perfectly. We also saw after you scored, they're pushing forward, of course, and they're getting into your box a lot and not getting anything from it. Just talk a little bit about the effort and the defensive work that this team put in today.
Yeah, we knew that set pieces and long balls, and especially second balls, is a big part of their game, and they are incredible at it. So we had a lot of respect and have been talking a lot about what we wanted to do, keeping a high line on their free kick and be brave, and yeah, just defend with heart basically the whole game through. And I think we did it actually from not only after we scored, but throughout the whole game. I think we did very well, considered that this team has been so dangerous on almost every set piece. So big up for all the guys.
You guys have gone further than people outside of this club ever expected. Still have work to do though, but to get to this point, what does this say? What does this mean?
It's a statement, I think, for the whole city. I would say, we've felt the support from day one. So we know everything is set for us off the pitch to deliver. We have the supporter section, we have the whole stadium full, the coaching staff, everything on board on the team, from everyone, ownership and down to groundsman has been so good and on board. So all the players have everything we need. The facility is amazing. We can't complain about anything. So as I said, we have everything. It's just up to us players to deliver. And we've had a good season, but we want more. Sometimes as a player, you also have the feeling that you have something special within your team. And I think we're on that wave right now. We feel it all. And sometimes when we click, we really click. We try to bring it into the next games, and hopefully it's one and only one.
Lastly, in the game, the SDFC with the fans, what does that mean to you? What does that mean to the guys in the club?
Yeah, it's kind of now a ritual. It's something we have actually also talked with the supporter section about, that we love, and we can feel everybody around it love it, because on the pitch between those SDFC, the pauses where everything gets quiet, it feels like everything stops. So when we feel that, the opponents must feel the same. It's a special thing, and then it kind of sets off the game for us, and ends the game also. So
connects you to the game.
Yeah, it does very much, and it gives goosebumps. Even though you're playing, you feel the surroundings. So it's amazing.
First off, congratulations on the win, and secondly, tonight was the loudest I've ever heard Snapdragon Stadium. Just how important is that to have that support behind you guys and have them basically be a 12th man?
Yeah, and that's what I've said it before. We have landed in Football City. It feels like from the second, the first day I was here. Also, the second you get here, you feel the passion. It's just in people's blood, basically, because it's not something you can just create. It's real, and we've had so many guys. It's not only the playoff. We had so many guys throughout the whole season that's been so supportive. We haven't had an away game without fans traveling. Every time we have a walk on the away trips, somebody is standing there cheering us on, and it's just it's been incredible the whole season.
Thank you.
Julian?
Congratulations. First and foremost, you're the second franchise to ever be in its inaugural season and reach the conference finals. The last time that happened was in 1998. I'm curious if you were alive back then, and in a year of firsts, where that ranks, and what you guys have done.
I'm from '93. I was alive. Sorry, what was the second question?
Just in a year of constant accolade after constant accolade, like where does that sit for you personally as a captain?
Yeah, it's the whole season has been so amazing in terms of often when I sit in here, it's a new statistic that we're first in, and there's a new something that we've broken, and that's been amazing from the first win in LA to now being where we are. But as I also said before, sometimes as a player you also you stop and are aware of that you feel like you have something special. And I'm not saying that just because I have to say it. I really believe it and I feel it. So you have to nurture that also and be aware of this could be the year for us. So kind of do all the small things right during the week to be perfect at the end of the week for playing these games. So yeah, I want more first.
You also mentioned the pitch was a little sandier than you were hoping for. With the match coming up on Saturday, what are you hoping improves the most? And can that happen in such a quick turnaround?
Oh, the pitch needs to go. Like there's no in between. It needs to go and get new from tomorrow. And I've also been told that it should be redone by tomorrow because it's especially from our playing style. It's horrible for us basically. Today was one of those games where you need to open it up, and it made it way more difficult. So it needs to get changed.
And just last one for me, your thoughts on Vancouver? I know it's fresh, but you guys played them twice, one tie, one win.
It's a great team. Obviously, also what's the other semifinals, and yeah, they're amazing. They've been good the whole season, like we have when we have looked at each other, changing from first position during the season, and have additional players coming in midway, also with high quality. Has also had a lot of injuries and still played very good. So we know it's a tough game, and it's gonna be an amazing game out here. We know we're gonna need all the support we have, and we know guys will be there, of course. But it's gotta be a heck of a game.
Derek Brennan.
Throughout this whole year, the moment's never been too big for this team. No matter what the stakes are in the game, you guys seem to be able to rise to it. Where does that come from?
I think we have built, I think because everybody is new and fresh for this project, everybody kind of have chosen to be here and bought into the project. So we don't have that, nobody has that ego of wanting to do something for himself. It's a lot for the team. It's the same, Anders, he's the star, he scores goals, he makes a lot of assists, but he also knows he needs us to find him in the pocket. He's a pocket player. He's not one to do it just all by himself. He needs help. And I think for all of us, it's been like after we found out how good we are when we click. It's kind of easy to keep believing. Even though we had a lot of games where we are behind, we know we still believe in the same way we do it because it had worked for us. So it's the same going into a game like this. Keep believing, even though in the 16th, 17th minute it's 0-0 against a team who likes defending. It's gotta keep going because we have so big faith in ourselves right now.
Last one more time.
In my mind, Europe is probably could have more passion because they've been playing it forever. What does it compare like there to here what you experienced?
I think it's always a thing you always talk about who has the most history, right? Clubs who have been there for hundreds of years almost, and their history and their achievements throughout the years. But supporter sections like we have here is kind of rare, and I get, as I also talked about before, it's a culture thing. It's in his blood, and I have the feeling that a lot of the guys that goes to our games has watched football or soccer many more years than just this year. Tradition is nice to have because you have achieved something early on, but traditions can also be built, and that's what we're doing.
Thanks for your time. SDFC goalkeeper, Pablo Sisniega, question on the mic. Several questions in English. Go here in the front row.
Congratulations. First off, you had the big save on Ebola, where he's coming in one-on-one. It's going to be a difficult save anyway, and then you kind of stumble a little bit. Can you kind of take us through that and what's going on with you through that?
Yeah, so the pitch had a little bit of sand from the football game on Saturday. So when I went to push off, initially unfortunately I slipped, and then it was one of those moments where it's like I gotta go all in. So I just saw the ball in front of me, and I thought I gotta go with my hands, and I got there right as he made contact. So it was good timing.
Congratulations on the victory, Pablo. Could you go ahead and take me through the match, and especially when you look back and you see Ian Pilcher doing what he did in that moment, and what does that mean to you as a goalkeeper to know that you have that defense in front of you as well?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think that the defense we have and the players for how young they are, especially like you look at Ian, you look at Bombino, you look at Manu, it's their first season as professionals, and they've just, all of them have stepped up in such a massive way that it's incredible to play behind them, to see the growth that they've had throughout the whole season. And obviously Chris has been incredible as well all season, so playing behind them just gives me huge security because I know that they have my back and I have their back.
And then what does it mean to you on a personal note to have your second clean sheet here in playoffs coming into the team as a starter?
Yeah, obviously it's special to have a clean sheet, but I think the clean sheet is kind of a team achievement. It's not just me. Like, you see everybody, the way we were counter-pressing, the way Ian makes that play, the way Jeppe, Anibal, and Oni get back on defense. Like it's all these people that are coming together to make a clean sheet, so it's not just me. So I'm very thankful for my teammates.
First off, congratulations on winning. And I'm a San Diego State student. I was at the football game on Saturday, and just this game a couple days later. Was there any difference in quality in the pitch, and just something just always curious about?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the pitch wasn't as good as it usually is. There was a lot more sand, which just made playing a little bit more difficult. So hopefully it'll be better for Saturday.
Any other questions in English? We'll take questions in Spanish here.
Pablo, buenas noches. Pues nos puedes escribir ahora en español cómo viste esa jugada que terminó salvando Luca Bobino.
Fue Ian Pilcher. Sí, no, pero increíble. Al final es una jugada que en un momento de transición ellos crearon una situación de 1 contra 1. Yo cuando veo que el balón se me pasa digo, uy, ya, un gol seguro, y de nada volteo y veo a Ian y es una salvada increíble, ¿no? Entonces al final muy agradecido con él porque sin él no tendré clean sheet, ¿no? Entonces muy contento.
Daniel, la derecha.
Pablo, felicidades por tu actuación. ¿Qué se siente recibir la oportunidad tras estar esperando toda la temporada en un momento de los más cruciales? ¿Qué es lo que a ti te ha dado más confianza para salir a defender los colores y mantener tu meta en cero?
Bueno, primero que nada la oportunidad llegó de una manera muy desafortunada con la lesión de CJ, ¿no? Entonces nunca quieres que llegue una oportunidad de esa manera, pero por suerte CJ ya se encuentra mejor. Yo llevo toda la temporada preparándome para ese momento, entonces estoy muy contento de que me dé la oportunidad para poder demostrar pues mi nivel, y al final también sé que el staff ha confiado en mí desde el primer momento. Me trajeron aquí para ayudar y para estar listo para ese momento, entonces estoy súper contento de que me llegue esta oportunidad y estar aprovechándola de la mejor manera.
Buenas noches, Pablo. Preguntar sobre todo que nos puedas comentar el hecho de la unión que se nota de este grupo. Podemos ver que en ocasiones hasta en el tema de defender se grita muchísimo para tratar de despertar, para tratar de sobre todo mostrar esas virtudes que han tenido y que se ve reflejado obviamente en una temporada histórica, porque si bien están alcanzando su primera final de conferencia, también tuvieron un récord de puntos, fueron líderes del oeste. ¿Nos puedes contar un poco también ese tema de la unión?
Sí, yo creo que el éxito de este equipo está en la unión del grupo, ¿no? Entonces al tener un grupo tan unido y que todo el mundo se siente como parte de una familia, creo que todo el mundo está contento por el que juega, por el que no juega. Al final es una unión tremenda y al final eso nos ayuda mucho como grupo, y como bien dices, ¿no? O sea, se ve en la cancha esa unión, se ve que todo el mundo nos estamos apoyando. Si alguien comete un error, no vas y lo regañas, sino vas y lo apoyas. Entonces esa unión creo que nos ha llevado hasta aquí, esperemos que nos pueda llevar hasta la final, ¿no? Hasta la final de la MLS Cup.
Hola Pablo, buenas. Te preguntaba ahorita sobre representar a México, ¿no? Lo que significa, hablabas del orgullo que te da. Al principio de la temporada te preguntaba también cómo te veías peleando o trabajando para una posible convocatoria. Se veía tal vez muy lejos por los grandes porteros que teníamos en México. Hoy es una gran duda el portero, la portería mexicana. ¿Qué tanto te pudiera ayudar un título de MLS a estas alturas con las actuaciones en estos playoffs para levantar la mano a la selección nacional?
Sí, obviamente la selección nacional ha sido un sueño que yo tengo desde que soy niño chiquito en México, ¿no? Al final yo crecí en la Ciudad de México, en Guadalajara, entonces para mí sería un sueño representar a la selección, pero bueno, yo lo llevo todo partido a partido. Sé que si sigo jugando bien, pues igual se pueden fijar en mí, nunca sabes. Entonces lo más importante es seguir haciéndolo bien partido a partido, y obviamente ahorita estamos centrados en Vancouver y en ganar ese partido, ¿no? Entonces hay que seguir.
Pablo,
Un mensaje para la afición, cómo viste el estadio, cómo viste fronteras, cómo viste el apoyo.
Pablo, la línea defensiva de esos jugadores tan jóvenes que mencionabas, Manu jugando en otra posición, y el progreso que han tenido en esta instancia, ¿qué es lo que más te ha sorprendido y qué va a ser lo más importante ya pensando en una final de conferencia de lo que se debe de hacer desde a su juventud?
Sí, creo que al final se ve la confianza del grupo, se ve la confianza también del staff que tienen en los jugadores jóvenes, ¿no? Y al final cuando el staff tiene esa confianza y se la da a los jugadores si tienen el nivel responden. Y yo creo que todos los chavos que han jugado en esas posiciones, también los laterales derechos que están lesionados, también son muy jóvenes, todos han respondido. Entonces yo creo que esa confianza que el staff técnico les da y que el grupo también les da a ellos, sabiendo que los vamos a respaldar sin importar lo que pasa, pues ayuda mucho.
Gracias, Pablo.
Muchas gracias.
Hey, and congrats on the win. How would you say you as a player have evolved over the course of this season, being young with the team? Because to my end, it seems like you've just gotten more and more confident and composed, especially when it comes to battling it out with other players defensively.
Yeah, I think I've learned a lot and I've grown a lot, which has been great. And it's full respect to my teammates, the staff, God, and just so thankful to them for all that. I still get nervous and anxious playing and stepping up in big moments, but I think that's just what you're supposed to do at this level, and I've realized that. But it's so helpful having everyone around me. You know, I know it's not just me fighting out there or me pushing myself. I got so many guys around me, so many people, and even the city just having my back, and that's what gives me comfort and confidence.
Thanks, Ian. By SDFC and Pilcher. I'm going to start right here with Scott.
Hey, Ian, congratulations. Take us through the play. I mean, it's a completely different game if you don't get to that ball.
Yeah, I saw the breakthrough coming through, and I felt like they had a shot, so I was just trying to cover Pablo at the back. And he plays, I get there, gets a little flustered on the line there, but we ended up making it work out. And yeah, it was crazy, but it was a good.
Defensively, this team was, you guys were tested quite a bit, especially after you go ahead. They're spending a lot of time in your box. You guys just dealt with it. Early on, you guys had all possession, not necessarily getting anything from it, and they had a couple of counters where it was dangerous. Just talk about the effort that everyone put in and what you guys were able to do to kind of keep them from capitalizing on what they created.
Yeah, Minnesota was a good team going forward. They loved a lot at us, and that was their best. And I think some of the guys just made some great big plays. Chris is going up, winning so many great headers. Bombino and Manu making some great tackles. Pablo had the big save minutes after. And even the midfielders and forwards coming back, tracking back, putting their body on the line. And I think that's just what defines this team, that work ethic, that relentlessness, and that fighting team spirit. It's unbelievable.
Could you go ahead and tell me how it's been adapting to the right back position? Obviously not your preferred position, but being able to play it so well now with the 2 clean sheets to that defensive line's name, and also the moment that you become a little bit excited and just fist bump into the crowd. Could you take me through that moment as well?
Yeah, it's been unique adapting to right back, but it's not been too hard. I think the coaching staff's been phenomenal at walking me through everything. And at the end of the day, it's just sticking to the principles and doing the right things, the simple things. And then a little bit out of character with the fist bump, but I just felt so much good energy in that moment and so much pride for this team and the city, and I just wanted to let it know.
And what is the difference in game speed? Obviously, you're not too far out from the college game as well. So can you tell me about the uptick in just responsibility and just the stage itself?
Yeah, it's a big jump in terms of intensity and quality, and I think everyone's been so good just in the trainings. You know, that's where I've made my jump, and it's been because of my teammates pushing me, getting me better. But that big jump is it's a lot, but we handled it well. Me, Manu, and even some of the other guys.
Go ahead, Dirk.
Hey, Ian, the play at the goal line. Part of the impressive part that I think might get lost is you had to keep your hands off the wall. It was trying to slide underneath you there. How much of that is instinct versus you're constantly calculating what you have to be doing with your body in that moment?
I think a lot of it's instinct. I think you're just in like a game flow state. You're not thinking about it too much, but you just have so much training and you see where the ball is and you just instinctually keep everything to the side of that. So I'd say it's a lot of instinct.
Could you feel the momentum, not just in the stadium, but in the game changing right after that?
Yeah, I think the fans rallying behind us, they're making our 12th man just incredible. And then I think once you make that, we know we can weather the storm, and then we just push for that goal, and it came, and it's beautiful.
Go ahead, Karthik.
You remember the last time you ever made a play like that to stop the ball from going in? And, what's your reaction when you made a play like that? Because it really was a huge play at that point in time in the game.
Yeah, no, I don't remember too much about plays like that, but my reaction was just, get to the next play. I mean, I felt ecstatic in the moment, and all the guys are saying, well done. But, then it's just what's next. That next play they got to throw in, or they have another set piece. We have to just defend that one now, and they can score again right there. So we have to refocus and reorganize.
Ian, Mikey talked about a key factor of this game was keeping the composure and not losing the players' heads. So how much of a challenge was it to do that against Minnesota, who's known to try to get under their opponent's skins?
It wasn't too much of a challenge. I think we were very composed. I think all the guys, we knew that coming into this game. It's playoffs. I mean, both teams will get heated. Both teams are going to have fiery moments. And I think we did a good job of just keeping our heads, sticking to the game plan, and doing what we do best, sticking to our play style.
Any more questions?